release it upon you. So God said to Moses, Moses, put some of your honor. In other words, go to the wardrobe of your grace. Take some of the dresses of grace and put it upon this man called Joshua from this day forward. And Joshua, he received it. So through a mentor, through a trainer, through somebody coaching you, through somebody guiding you, you can have the grace of God upon you. Am I helping somebody? All right. And finally, the last one I want to say is that, when you follow a mentor for a long time, you can become a partaker of his spirit. You can become a partaker of his spirit. Paul said, walk we not in the same spirit. Walk we not in the same spirit. So you can walk in the same spirit as somebody you follow, somebody you listen to, somebody whose guidance you follow. Very important. I pray for everybody here today that God will give you grace to catch the spirit. Oh, yes. One day I was here preaching, and then when I was preaching, I finished preaching. Then one lady who used to sing for Prophet came and said, hey, you sit down like Prophet, you sit like him, your posture and everything is like. I said, really? I said, I didn't know. And I went to preach in their church. Somebody also came and said, they said, bowed to me and said, hey, no. This one is it's anointings that I have mixed together that you came to release on the pulpit here. Charlie, there is some truth in what I'm saying, When you follow somebody, when you are with somebody you admire genuinely for a very long time, something on them begins to rub off on you. It's just mysterious, but it's just there. It's just there. I'm preaching. Yeah. You need a trainer. Wave somebody, tell them, my neighbor, you need a coach. Tell them, my neighbor, you need a trainer. You need a trainer. And as a person, who are you following? It's a good place to clap your hands together for Jesus. So you need people to train you. Are you in the church? Let me show you how you can be a good trainee. Let me show you how you can be a good trainee. Colossians chapter 3 verse 22. It says, servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as men pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing the Lord. And whatsoever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance. Ye serve the Lord Jesus Christ, or you serve the Lord Christ. Now, he says, once we are saying that you should have a coach, it means that you are a servant, or you are a mentee, or a protege. Then he shows us what we should do. He says, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh. I remember when I met Prophet one day, I asked him that, so do you take anything for this? He said, no. Do you take anything for this? He said, no. Do you take anything for this? He said, no. So I asked him, why? He said, I don't like to depend on anything. I don't like to depend on nothing. I don't like to depend on anything. It has stuck with me. It entered into my spirit. I don't like to depend on anything. When you have a master, you obey them in all things, not some things. And some things may not be palatable, but you obey them in all things, in every area. There are some people you cannot advise them. You cannot advise them when it comes to certain areas, of their lives. I was with Pastor Manasseh and Pastor Michael on Friday. They were with me in my bedroom, and we're chatting. We're talking about sex happily and laughing and cracking jokes about it. But it's not everybody you can have such a conversation with. For some people, hey, it's a no-go area. It's a gray area. They'll tell you, Pastor, that one is private. That one is private. But I was chatting with them. We're just talking about it freely, giving them guidance, telling them what to do. Charlie, I was giving them a pour here and there. But sometimes when I'm listening to them, I also learn from them. I say, hey, how did you do that one? Hey! My God. Hey! One of our pastors, when he's describing his story, you'll be like, wow. This is fantastic. It's fantastic. I've not seen it in any book before. Tell me more. But it's not everybody you can have that conversation with. So when you have somebody who you say is your father, that's why I don't play with that word. Somebody saying that that's my spiritual father. It's not true. It's not true. For many of you who say that I only preach to you in church and then that's it. Beside that one, any other thing you want to do, you do it on your own. Yeah, we are not friends in whatsoever. We don't even discuss it. Yeah, even if I tell you to, you won't do. So there's no point. And I don't have any problem with it either. At all. I don't have any problem with it either. Do you think I have a problem with it? At all. Me, oh yeah. If something happens, I'll sympathize with you. If you do well, I'll come and clap for you. I'll come for your graduation and clap for you. You see, but you should not be worried. So that I tell people, I don't allow people to just come. You can call, but I don't allow. You know, like I was telling Pastor Johnson, I discussed things with them into detail. Then Yvonne and Collins came. I realized I read counseling book with them. I was shocked. I went into details. And the day I was blessing, the one I did at the church is not the real thing. The one I did for them, because initially I was going to travel that day, the Friday, to their marriage. All right, but we had to consider a lot of things, and then we switched things. All right, so I prayed for them on the Friday. She was in tears. Yvonne was in tears. Yeah, because I blessed her from my heart. It's from my heart. But